Oh damn, first stream I've made it to in some time. Missed ya, bud.
Yo, what's up everybody? What's up? What's up? Thank you, Space. Appreciate you, man. You forgot the top case? Yeah, it's a little disassembled right now because we're gonna be rebuilding it. So, hope everyone's doing swell. Hope everyone's doing very swell today. Actually, while this is loading up, I'm just gonna get myself some water. So I'll be right back.
So nice. 15 months. That's a lot.
Oh, thank you so much for the 15 months, Dold. I appreciate you, man. If you guys noticed, too, we have a mystery giveaway today, too. So if we hit 50, giveaway done. Will you be making a video on the Bull Vela? Yes. I don't know when I'm supposed to get that in, though. I think it's being sent. So I'll keep an eye out for it. Thank you.
Hi,
I
Alex.
appreciate you. Thank you, Milker. Thank you, dude. Is the giveaway orange shorts? Bro, I don't even have orange shorts anymore. I ain't got them, you know? I just don't have them. Mega early today? Yeah, so reason why I am early. Big reason here. I think we're supposed to have some bad weather here in a bit. And honestly, last time we had bad weather, our power kept fluctuating. So I want to just do it before we have bad weather. Simple as that. That's like literally it. Like the skies look pretty bad and it's windy as fuck. So about to go to sleep. Have you made me stay? It's a superpower. What can I say? What can I say? Lane, thank you very much for the tier 1. Appreciate you.
Wow,
Appreciate you.
36 months. 3 whole years.
Well, okay,
4 years Canadian.
4 years Canadian. Do we have just extra years in Canada, Lane? That one there threw me off. Dude, I like Arc Raider a lot. Alright, I can already tell you, I'm loving it. It's a fun game. I will say though, I still think I prefer Tarkov a little bit. I do think Tarkov still has me in the escape looter shooter type genre. It just is more fun overall in Tarkov. I think Tarkov does it the best. Everything feels very realistic. I will say though, I like the storyline or whatever you want to call it, like the environment of Arc Raiders so much more. And it's weird. The gameplay in Tarkov is phenomenal, to me at least, when you don't get hackers and stuff. But I do think Arc Raiders might edge it out. Even though I like the game more of Tarkov, I do think the environment and just like the map in a way and just everything else feels very good in, you know, Arc. So are those the new ear-killing AirPods? Yes. I kind of have to have them pointed outwards a little bit. Do you guys notice that? Instead of having them like this, which I think you're supposed to because they feel more snug, I kind of have to have them like this. But I don't know, man. I was reading like different forums. Everyone says different things about these stupid AirPods, so.
You should come to Seattle.
Thank you.
It is beautiful over here.
Is it nice today?
Alexotkek.
What's the weather like today, man? Thank you so much for the bits. I've got one of the Snake 60 fossils coming to the GB. Happy to ship it to your way if you get your hands. Yeah, I'm not getting one of those. Like, I think they offered to buy one, or I got offered to like have a spot, but unfortunately, like, yo, keep it a buck. Money is not like super great at the moment because like everything's just kind of slow, everything. So I was like, I can't really afford another keyboard at the moment. And in case you guys didn't know, I had to, well, not had to, we had something kind of come up where I picked up a new computer for my workstation here. So decided to go with that. Basically my mom's computer is like, it's like for the birds right now. So I'm gonna give her my old one, and I just got a new one for myself. Alex, is that 3 or 2? I'm sorry? What are we doing? Is that 3 or 2 what? Sorry, Peel? Enzo and Ori extras are on my radar. AirPod. Oh, these are the new ones, the 3. I hear that. Happy to loan it at no cost. No pressure either way. Yeah, if you want to fill out a build thingy, that way there I have it in like the email space, that'd be great, dude. I'm looking for a replacement for my baby kangaroos in the mode Sonnet. Baby kangaroos are tactile, right? I don't remember what kind of tactile they are. Are they like a harsh tactile? Need yours and chat advice on something. I'm struggling to get some sounds out of my MX Blacks. Foamless cigar on alu plate. The MX Blacks just seem a bit quiet. Well, I mean, they are very quiet. And compared to most HMX switches, they're super quiet, bro. The best thing I can tell you is like the lowest amount of lubricant possible. And make sure you don't overdo it on like the top area. So, okay, if you watch my switch lubing tutorial, at like the very end, I do like tips and tricks. And there's like a certain spot I circle saying if you want your top out to sound louder, don't put lube there. I hate doing this because it's hard to explain right now, but like if you could look at that tutorial. And also, just like what UToy said, very, very light, like I mentioned earlier on MX Blacks, because it does really affect how MX Blacks sound. I changed my mind only because like I got lazy, to be real with you. I can't wear my old ones at all because of the staticky noise. So I have to say, this year here has not been fun for replacing stuff. I've had to replace so many things. Not been fun. So Kaz, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you, dude. Baby kangaroos are middle of the road. Firm bump, but not heavy. I really like them. Middle of the road tactiles, I'm not super great with. I don't know what middle of the road tactiles would be. Will we ever get a setup pick? Can I be honest with you guys? I love my setup, but I'm always never happy with it. Like, every time I take a photo of it, it looks like junk because I have so many things, like tools lying around. I don't know. I hate admitting it, but like, I get jealous of other people's setups. But I realize I can't have my setup to be like other people's setups because of how much work I have. Like in tools that I have to have around the workspace. And unfortunately, it's not super easy for me to just drop a buttload of cash on like fixing everything around me. Like the most I've purchased in the last little bit is a pegboard. That's it. Yeah, dude, it is, right, Sokaz? It is super expensive. I don't think I'm the other people because no one's ever really seen my setup. Too real, my setup is forever changing. Yeah, like I see people with those like nice husky tool benches and I'm like, I would love one of those. Then I look at the price of those and I'm like, fuck, that's expensive. Which also means I would need to rearrange like the shelving I put up, which I'm already considering doing. And then I had a really good idea the other day, now that I've purchased like this little auto pull for the corner of my room, where it's like I can now install low shelves for more storage because I basically cleared up like 3 feet. But like that also costs money and it's just, dude, everything costs money.
Hi y'all. It's been a while.
What's up, Astra? How you doing? It has been a while. How are things? A Harbor Freight? What's that? I've never heard of that one. Even the little you show on stream, some people like me, some people, they had or I guess what happened? Like my clean setup? I don't know, man. Like even with the bit I show on stream, it's purposely done so it's like just enough to show you guys like a spot where I don't have to clean. Because like even behind me, I'm taking photos of things, and like I've been using this little cubby as a photo area, even though this is not what I want this cubby to be. Like this cubby is supposed to be eventually switched into a giant pegboard with like shelving and stuff. But this is basically like a huge waste of space. You know, like I don't even really know what to do with this space. It's been fun for taking some photos because it acts as kind of like a pseudo like white box type thing, but I don't think we have those there, Austin. But yeah, it's a forever work in progress. I don't know. I'm also like, dude, one of my biggest things that I'm so bad at is I'm terrible at putting things away after I'm done. Let's see what UToy said. I'm so bad at it, dude. Like, I really need to improve. Honestly, bro, that's how my desk looks like sometimes too. I'm not even gonna front, bro. Like, that's what happens. Like, that's kind of my brain. Is I just throw things around and I just know where I put those things. It's like, I've always said this, it's kind of like organized chaos, but it's just an excuse because I'm terrible at remembering to put things away. Like, I wish, like, okay, my father is amazing at putting things away. He has like a really cool hobby area of his own home, and I think he's amazing at doing that. I can't put shit away though. Like, dude, I don't even know why. Like, I have this camera on my desk because I think I wanted to fill with it yesterday. And then I have another camera over here that you guys can't see. And then I decided to leave an SD card out. Again, didn't even use it. I think I put it in just to check something and then didn't put it away. And I have an SD card slot area. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, eventually I get frustrated at the end of the week and I'm like, okay, whole day cleaning now. But like, it'd be so much easier if I just cleaned as I go. I think so, UToy, but like, beats me, bro. Honestly, I have no fucking clue. A cluttered desk is a vibe IMO. Clean desk just looks staged. I always agree with that too, for sure. Power tool workshop equipment store. I wonder if they have those in Canada even, because I don't think I've ever seen that particular brand in Canada, you know? But hold on one sec. Let me just do one thing. I don't know, something about just saving it for later makes the current me happy and the later me sad. I always take that choice. For which, sorry, Grantis? Just finished working. I bought Arc Raiders and Alex is streaming. This is... Dude, I hope you enjoy the game. It's been, like, I've only played, like, 2 or 3 hours of it total, I think. Minus a bunch of idle time. I think, actually, I might even say I played 5 hours, but I think there's 2 hours of me idling and walking away from the computer, but it's really fun, man. All right, time to keyboard. I thought about this afterwards, by the way, because I don't know what I'm going to do. And I have to disassemble this one and reuse the stabs because I don't have another 6U wire, unfortunately. So I am just going to do that because, yeah, I lack an extra stabilizer. I don't think I have one. No, I don't. All right. Princess Auto has them? Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe I can go take a look. Okay, well, here's the choices for today, because I want to use MX Blacks, right? Oh, wait, wrong button. But I'm thinking maybe we use the carbon fiber plate or the PP plate, because we already know how alu sounds. So what do you guys think? I also think I'm going to use the exact same... The PP plate? Carbon fiber of all of the things? Yeah, like we could do either or. I'm not opposed. I was going to use tactile switches today, but I don't love the way that they're lubed. They came stock lubed, and then I had already prepped a whole bunch of other switches, and I was like, man, I kind of burnt out on switches today. So I think I'm just going to use those. Mayhaps. Both mayhaps? Possibility? But yeah, I don't know. I've always struggled with cleaning my room and my desk and stuff like that. I also have I have a weird vision that I would love to one day just like take a few weeks off from work, and I know I say weeks, but like I actually mean weeks, I would love to take like a month off from doing anything and just like complete my vision. But then also I somehow need to find a budget for that vision too. Which is the more difficult part, man. Like, it's like, oh, by the way, you also have to spend money, which fucking doesn't grow on trees. So that's always tough too. Is this a personal build? Sorta, kinda, not really. How tall is that shelf? Which one? Like these cabinets behind me? They're to the ceiling. They're built-ins. Whoever like designed this place prior to me put cabinets here. But honestly, I store keyboards and like other stuff in those, so. What are those gray switches? These are granite switches. I helped design these switches here. Do you have a job outside of keyboards as well? No, I work for Novel Keys full-time outside of this. And by the way, actually, speaking of which, I know this is just an extra stream and not really a review stream, but the Cloudnine is being vendored by Novel Keys, and I do work for them, so take this as just a showcase. It's going to be, unfortunately, like just that, so nothing more. We already did like an actual review on the Cloudnine. But no, I don't have one. I do a lot of other jobs though, because like realistically, Novel Keys is great, and that's like my primary thing. Like, but unfortunately, just like life is so expensive these days for everything. Like rent is crazy. Finding a decently sized place for rent and everything like that for anybody right now is insane. You know what I mean? Like, imagine this, right? I'll be transparent with you guys. The place that we had before this, I think I actually already told you guys this. We were paying, okay, so consider this as well. We had to get something with some extra square footage for me to work in. All right, consider that before I tell you guys. The place before this was about $3,500 a month, Canadian dollars. You guys can make fun of me because that might be 4 or 5 USD. I understand, but it was that expensive. And literally anything bigger than that, that's not okay. Also consider we have to have good internet. All right, consider that as well. So our choices are in the city or places with fiber. So we needed to make sure that like we don't really go above that, because that's kind of our limit, bro. Like that's our our cap. So imagine that, and that was for 1,300 square feet, which I don't know. In my humble opinion, and maybe I'm just distorted, like in my view of the world, that's like standard in California. I know that's kind of standard here in Toronto too, but like, when I tell you guys that shit's really expensive, it's mainly just paying those kind of bills. I pay $3,600 for a 2-bed, 1-bath in SF Bay area, so I get it. Yeah, and like, dude, it's sad because that shit eats up most of your income. So, starting a corporation for the tax benefits. So I already started all those things, Mike. But a lot of stuff, like, I like doing things by the book as well. A lot of those things are percentage based. Right? So even with rent or whatever, you can only write off a certain amount. And with that being said, like I try to be as, honest as I possibly can, just because that's the type of person I am. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, and then if you want anything bigger, we looked at one prior to moving into that place before this place that was like 1,600 square feet. And dude, I kid you not, some of those ones that are bigger cost like $4,500 a month. And that's just way out of our budget. Like we wouldn't be able to. It's weird because like, I don't think you want to be living paycheck to paycheck, because I feel like you have one bad month and then you're completely boned. So I think there's like a percentage people recommend, which we're, definitely not doing that, but it's tough. It's tough. It makes you sometimes feel like shit. Like I can't do this. But we're managing. But But yeah, I do a bunch of stuff. To answer your question, I do a lot of stuff outside of just working keyboards because life is very expensive. The general rule of thumb is like 25% to 30% of your salary. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. Question about Z Frontier, if anyone knows. There's a key that shows is in stock when I search, but it's not in their keyboard kit menu. I would contact them about that. I'm not really familiar on how they word their website that much because I don't really shop on Z Frontier. In 2025, the amount of people with multiple jobs is surprising. Scumble, I agree with that, and I think a lot of people have multiple jobs that I know. Like, it's very rare, or if they don't have multiple jobs, they're working like 60 to 70 hours per week at the one job that they have, which is usually something that maybe they're doing or they own, you know, like their own job, their own company. But the people I know around me are just like, they're scrambling, you know what I mean? It's tough though. And then I also have friends who are just like, it's just been like a mission to get even a simple job, you know what I mean? So it's I've always been one to be like, hey, a job's a job. You take what you got. And no shame, bro. Absolutely no shame. So if you work in multiple jobs, bro, I get it. Technically, I'm doing the same. Trying to get a second job for extra cash flow, but also hobby skill increase. So that way it feels less depressing. Yeah, I totally get that. Like, we talk about this all the time, too. And my girlfriend and I, we don't even really do date nights. Like, we would love to do, like, night out where we go and spend a few $100s at a restaurant like we hear so many other people do. Because going to restaurants is not cheap either. Like, a nice little restaurant here in the city, the 1 or 2 times we've been, it's easily you're spending, like, $120 between 2 people. Minimum. And that's no drinks in some cases. If you just want, like, addition, maybe some appetizers and a dessert. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, we skip out on all of those things. Because it's just crazy. But I will say, though, it's really taught us the importance of budgeting. And I guess, you know, I don't want to be depressing about this, but that's kind of like the silver lining, is it's really kind of given us a better, not conversation ability. I'm trying to find the words I'm trying to use here, but it's given us a really good opportunity maybe to give us room for discussion about how we can budget things, which I think is really important for our future. So, if that makes sense. I feel you there. I had to move back in my family and have a full-time office job. My brothers and I can't afford our own places in our area. Housing costs is nuts. Yeah, dude, no shame. Like, dude, I don't even... I'm 34 and I only moved out like when I was, 31? 100% agree. We become a lot better with money. Yeah, like, and that's the silver lining. Like, I don't want to just sit here and be like, oh, life's expensive, like, shitty day, you know? It is expensive and there's no getting out of that at the moment other than just working harder. But it did give us that opportunity to have those discussions. And it did give us the opportunity to create we do this like monthly check-in with our budgets. Kind of have to, you know. It is unfortunately a thing we need to do, you know, just like talk and be like, all right, what have we done? Did we do good this month? Did we be bad this month? Like, how did we spend stuff that we didn't need to spend? So there's always those discussions that end up being kind of interesting at the end of the day. All right, let's get these in a box. I'll put it in a box. And we can start putting in our new switches. But yeah, that's the positive side of all those things. Being open about money is so important for a relationship. It is. It really is. I think the moment you start like hiding things is the moment you start like having issues with a partner. You know what I mean? Or just anybody, even friends. If you need to talk about stuff with friends, you know? Budgeting is something I wish they taught us more in school. Like, okay, my stupidity here. Did everyone take civic classes back in like high school? And if I'm correct, are civic classes just about like general life stuff and like job and money and stuff like that? Isn't that what civic classes are supposed to be? Or am I very wrong on that? I thought it was like job skills and like life skills and stuff like that. Dr. Killswitch, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate you.
Happy
you.
big
Love you, buddy.
62 months, Alexotos.
I thought it was about the system of government. Oh, fuck. I'm so wrong on this then. That's what I thought it was, bro. Very important to have these chats with friends and family, too. I'd be surprising. Dude, it's true. There are no budgeting classes. Yeah, okay, so we had this thing called civics or something like that in high school, I think. And the only thing we ever really learned in civics was like how to get a job. And they taught us about like resumes and cover letters. Can I tell you guys the truth? I've used a resume like 2 times ever in my entire fucking life. Every job I've ever gotten has just been because I knew somebody. So even when I used to have a job where I hired an assistant. I think I perused people's resumes. Like, it wasn't important because the job that I needed, it was so specific that it's like none of the job experience mattered. All I cared about was they showed up and were good at what they were doing. And I can't read that on a piece of paper, you know what I mean? You can read like maybe like they worked somewhere for 5 years, but I know people who worked somewhere for 5 years and stink at everything that they do. You know what I mean? So, all right, we're gonna do PP today because everyone wanted PP. All right, let's get these. Okay, I think I have enough of these. Let me just triple check actually, because I have a weird feeling maybe I don't. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, where did my other 10 go? I know I looped 70, bro. I feel so bad for people hiring in 2025. AI floodbots opening. Dude, the AI floodbot, like the AI stuff and job stuff, like I have friends who do hiring and they told me it's insane. It's absolutely insanity, dude. In a board with a PC top and SS bottom, what would you expect a pin mount PEI plate to attribute? Probably some extra base, or maybe even reduce some of the very, very, how can I word this? You're probably gonna have it reduce some of the extra resonance is what I'm looking for. It might help with that a little bit. I had a whole thing of lubed MX Blacks. Where the fuck did I put them? 1 second, guys. Finding a half decent resume is already a struggle. Yeah, there's definitely that too. I guess resumes mean less these days because of that too, which is interesting. Alright, I got them. But I do want to do a full backspace on this one here, by the way, guys. I want a full backspace on today's build. So I'm going to loop one stab. I know. Just leave me alone. When I've applied for jobs, I'm most told how impressive my portfolio is and then get rejected. It's so frustrating. Oh yeah, that happens so often as well, man. Even on a TKL, I don't dare doing this. Really? I just really want to use this. I think it'd be fun. Hold on, I think I had... Oh, now to find the other one that I've already clipped is going to be like impossible, so fuck it, I'll just clip a new one. backspace enjoyers are the ones who have seen the truth in the universe. I just want to try something different, you know what I mean? Just try something a little different here. Are these cherry blacks? MX2As. Correcto mundo. I don't make the rules. What do I do at NK? I do their social media stuff. And this guy. My job is pretty trash, but I have to do it anyways because if I'm not, I'm scared no one will hire me in this market. I don't want to like fearmonger you, Tan, but I don't know. This is how I grew up, where it's like to look at the bright side, and you might dislike what you do, but at least you have income and you can support yourself. What I was always taught was if you don't like what you do, you look for something while you still have something, and just keep it on the DL. So I also grew up with the safe route key. I'm very, very like, this has to make logical sense before I make moves, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the right way to look at things. Sage advice, sound advice. It's just, I don't ever want to like put myself in a position, and I have done that once, by the way, where I was so frustrated at one of my jobs, I just left everything and quit. And while I don't really regret doing that in the long run, I will say that for a very long time, this sounds really petty of me and really like entitled, but for like a long time, like I had to go back to working, and this is not when I was young either. This was like literally when I was like 26 or 27. This wasn't like a 19-year-old job, but like I had to go back to basically working a part-time minimum wage job, and it was really tough in a lot of ways to like make that money feel good in my like bank account, because it was very little, like because I think there was some weeks where they only got like 10 hours for me. So I'd only make like $100 and something for the week. So it just wasn't enough to like do anything. And I wanted to move out and I wanted to do all these things, but you just literally couldn't. So like I was grateful I still had a part-time job to go to, and I found something so quickly at the time. But at the same time, like I wish I had just stuck through my other job that was paying me double that and full-time hours. But I never did, because I was just very frustrated, and I think it led to more frustrations down the road. But it's okay. Learned my lesson there. Do you like the loop pens? I do a lot, actually. I think they're very handy to have. It doesn't feel like in the moment, but that was part of the skill building you got to where you are today. Well, I also believe that everything happens like not for a reason per se, but like when something happens, I think the best solution for me is always just to think of your next step. Why is lube censored? Oh, you probably have something set so it censors certain words. But I like thinking of like my next step, you know, like, yes, I may have fucked up on something, but what do I do now? That's kind of like my more recent train of thought with things. Which, I don't know, I think that's a good way to think of things sometimes. I don't know, man. Who knows? I don't know what you guys do when you guys make mistakes. Do you guys like just jump to the next thing, or... Are you making part 2 of the best keyboard? I am literally working on it as we speak, Hobo. It is almost done. I think the only thing I really need to do is format the page at this point here and take a few more photos. Alright, there we go. Looking forward to it? Hell yeah. And then I should have one for switches too. It won't be like best switches, but it'll be like switches that I really enjoyed for the year, or so far, like from last article type thing. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Hi Mew, how you doing? Wait, I just put my MX Blacks here. There. Double down to make more mistakes? Absolutely, bro. Honestly, absolutely. Really good in you? I would say I'm fine. I think I made... how can I word this? I think today I should be focusing in on some other tasks, but I'm actually just enjoying the more mundane things I have to do today. But I don't know, it's hard to word, but I'm having a good day. Just, it's slow. That's it. And I'm the one making it slow. Fear of failure is what sets me back. It's been one of my things to overcome so I can grow into a better person. What makes you fear failure? Out of curiosity. You don't have to, by the way, Key, if you do not want to talk about this, fucking tell me, Alex, I'm good, bro. But I'm curious, like, what makes you fear failure? I think everyone fears failure, but everyone fears it for different reasons, whether it's like disappointment in other people, like judgment, being set back, you know? I realized I was hoarding keyboards last week, put all of them except my Geons for sale, and it feels good to empty my closet. Dude, Scythe, exactly. That's why I have a giveaway running right now. And then it gives me more opportunities to get more things in the future for keyboards. What do you think about an Agar build for my first real keyboard build? The Agar is fantastic. I freaking love it, dude. I think that's a great choice. So, yes is my answer to that. Get it, if you were thinking about it. Yeah, but they're secret giveaways. They're a mystery giveaway. It's gonna be something great, like usual. But if we hit 50 subs, it'll be one giveaway. But they're secrets, so you just gotta like keep it on the DL, guys. I'm gonna be doing random days from now until like December. We'll just say December 1st, December 15th, whatever. And then we'll do a Christmas mini giveaway. It won't be as big as the one as we did in September. But there'll be some just random days for people who actually watch the streams. I have 4 keyboards and I'm just not interested in having more. Totally fair, dude. I think that is valid AF. So, super, super, super valid. The fear of failure is what sets me back. Already read that one there. Why did it go up for? Growing up, this was the underlying pressure to be successful or happy. I think the fear stemmed from making mistakes, that I wouldn't be successful or happy. See, that's what I mean. Like, everyone's different, you know what I mean? Like, I also grew up no one even put that in my head either. It's weird. Like, but I kind of put that in my own head, where it's like, if I fail, I'm not successful. But if I could give you some unsolicited, not advice, but like my own experience, because I think me and you probably grew up with the same mindset, is that there's no other way to learn. Unfortunately, I just have yet to figure out a better way to learn than failing. And it's funny because I literally had this conversation with my girlfriend yesterday. We were talking about just like making mistakes. And I'm just like, I love making mistakes now. It just means that I have the opportunity to get better for next time. That's it. But then there's some stuff that's like hard stuck in my brain that I can't rewrite. Like organizing. I fucking can't do that shit. I stink there, bro. But yeah, I still have those same fears of like success equals failure does not equal success and happiness. But it's weird. I actually think failure equals success in the long run. Because eventually you will learn from all those failures. So I kind of feel both ways make sense to me. I don't know. I think there can be times where jumping ship away can be beneficial, but very specifically. I once had a job where I was so stressed out I would regularly break down crying. Oh, dude. See, in that particular case, Chai, I fucking agree with you, dude. If it's causing you actual misery and stress, then 110%, bro. 1010% you leave. If it's causing physical symptoms, yeah. I remember MX Blacks being big in 2020. These switches will never die. They'll never die, dude. Absolutely never. So early? I was in the mood to stream. What can I say? Dude, if I get one more fucking phone call from these... Dude, I don't know who's calling me today. I've just been getting random spam calls, I think. Yeah, I have no fucking clue who this is. Hold on one sec, guys. It is low-key very frustrating. Okay. I don't know. They don't leave messages too, which is like even more frustrating. Like I just wish they just leave a message. Like I have a voicemail that nobody uses. You know? Alex, answer my call, dude. My bad, bro. My bad. I just send a voicemail if I don't know the number. No message, no callback. Yeah, I don't get it. I think a lot of the times companies make, like, I don't know, the number, it registers as net parcel, which is something I use for shipping. But, like, also I don't use them that much, so I don't understand why they call. I don't know. And then I think it's robot calls sometimes, or just spam calls. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah. For real. Maybe a fan? Oh gosh. All valid companies leave a message, even the robot ones. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, right? Like, why else would they call? Unless it's just some sort of spam thing. I get calls about extending my vehicle's warranty on BMW I do not own anymore every damn day. Dude, I get weird text messages all the time. Like, I get things now where it's like, hey dad, changed my phone. Can you answer me, please? Or I got another one where it's just like, been trying to reach you for the last like 6 months. Please answer my calls, I miss you. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you looking for work is another one too. I get that a lot. Bonjour, comment ça va, Simon? Ça va bien? That one's from me? Oh, okay, okay. I think the dad one, the dad one's hilarious. Let me show you guys. Where is it? I got one. How are you holding up? Here it is. Hi, Dad. Message me on WhatsApp. This is my new number. All right. That's it. My long lost kid finally responding to me. Number leak? That's not my number. You're good, Simon? It was me? Oh, my bad. So nice.
Hi Dad, message me on WhatsApp. This is my new sub.
This is my new sub? What's up, bro? We get ones out here in Dubai that are somewhat believable. Really? Okay, what are the believable ones? I get a lot of the ones that are so fucking obvious. I get some of the most obvious things. No, the thing is, if you respond to any of those things, you get like automatically put onto a callback sheet. Or you get put onto like their little text message thing, which I'm trying to avoid because I don't want to deal with it. All right, I think we're done this. So let's do this. I didn't get an ECPCB for this. By the way, guys, again, this is not the actual like first stream was the full stream of this. This is just me fiddling with different parts because people have been asking me to fiddle with parts. Oh, I should probably put on these too. These are some MX2As I made this morning. Well, sorry, not this morning. Yesterday evening, I should say. Just some MX2As with 60 gram springs. Yeah, nothing crazy for today. I didn't want to do like a new switch only because people have been asking specifically for cherry. So I figured might as well just do what people want here. Sprint springs. I'm still going through all my Sprint stuff. You can pretty much get a text from the police, the actual police number. They spoof the numbers and tell you got a fine of some sort. When you open the link, they drain your bank account in a few days later. Jesus. That is quite the scary thing to happen. Do companies sell switches pre-disassembled? Ooh, I don't think they do, but that's a crazy good idea. Yeah, dude, I'm with you on sprit springs. I think they feel very snappy. I don't know, I've always been a fan. So many rebuilds with this one? I have no clue if I'm sending this back to Novel Keys or not. Or Rabbit. I'm making the assumption that I'm probably going to keep this for a little bit. And if not, like per usual with most of the keyboards, like 95% of them, we give them away. So who knows? You could see this on like the December giveaway list. Who knows? But we haven't made any discussions there yet. Our Cloudnine? Yeah, ours, dude. Can I send it to you, the new Novel Keys address, which is my house? Oh, we're working out of there now? It does look very sharp with just all black switches, though, huh? A 26 mil spring? Who makes 26 mils? Oh, wait, are Extreme 3s 26 mil? I thought they were 22. Am I incorrect? You see Affinity is free now if you want to cancel your Adobe subscription? Wait, pause. What's Affinity again? Is Affinity that really nice brand? That Affinity photo editing. Oh, it's this one. It's the one by Canva. Okay, here's my problem though. I still need Lightroom, which means I still need to. Lightroom is so important for my workflow because that's kind of where all the photos live, and I can do batch processing that way. I don't know if Affinity does like Lightroom stuff. Fuck, it would be nice to cancel it, dude. That would be like $45 a month extra I get to keep. Lightroom has terrible alternatives. I cannot find good alternatives for it. Those are taco dollars spent on corporate overlord? Yeah. I don't know. If I can find a good, like a really good alternative, I'm so down to jump ship. But for right now, bro, that's what I'm saying. And you know what's crazy, bro? I use 3 Adobe programs. And what's stupid is I actually own, because of some promotion, I own Final Cut. So I could technically not use Premiere. Photoshop has decent alternatives. And then Lightroom is something that I actually have always fucking hated. Lightroom is my least favorite program from them. Either classic or the standard. But nobody makes alternatives to Lightroom. And I've tried Darktable and I've tried some of the other ones. I think they feel really bad. And I don't know what it is about them. They just don't feel very good compared. But Lightroom, I still have problems to this day, no matter what platform I'm on. At least Adobe on Mac is not as bad, but I miss Apple's Aperture. It was so good. What was Aperture again? It sounds familiar. But yeah, I do feel kind of like shackled by them, which I hate. I hate that feeling. Aperture was good. I just wish I could buy the program, like just Lightroom, and call it a day, and get like support. But instead I have to pay this dumb monthly fee. You can, but then you don't get updates. That's the problem. Like, I want updates too. I know this sounds... Oh, you have to sail the seas? Oh, never mind. Adobe CEO needs more yachts or something for real, bro. By the way, today's not a super duper long stream. So after this, we'll probably just hang out for a bit and relax. But yeah, it's not a super duper long one today. Don't leave us, Dad. We'll have another stream tomorrow that'll be a lot of fun. Let me go see. What am I streaming tomorrow? I'm still waiting for the Synovia to come in. I'm actually really excited to do the Synovia. Tomorrow we're doing the SK1. The reason I'm saying this is gonna be fun is because they really wanted me to take a look at one of their keyboards. And I was like, shrug, I guess so. Let's do it. So Womir sent me one of their boards to take a look at. And we're going to be as critical as we possibly can while, keeping in mind like what's available on the market and the price point and stuff. But they were adamant that I'd like it. So, I mean, I guess anyone would be adamant about their own product. And then we have the Winter Round 2, which I'm really excited to build for Friday. And then we have the Synovia on Sunday. Synovia, I am over the moon to build because the colors that were selected for the Synovia are all those really cool, like, chameleon coat stuff that look so fucking dope. And probably the Half-Life covers, and dude, they're so cool, those colors in the Synovia. So we get to look at that on Sunday. Oh, did I put these in the wrong order? I totally did. If it's not too much trouble, could you compare the green on the olive to botanical? Yeah, I have to go find botanical, but I can. Absolutely can. What's your desk pad? It's it was like a cream color that they offered at one point. I don't know when they stopped offering it. I know this because I wanted to buy a backup one, and they stopped carrying them. This color, and I reached out to them and they said they're not carrying it again. So all right, let me just quickly get some keycaps here to fill in the top right. 1 second, everybody. Did you let them know you're Alex? Who did I let know that my name is Alexander? Backspace. All right. Have you tried the Luxe suede mats? I don't like them. Tell you guys right now, those Luxe suede mats are, I don't even know how much suede's supposed to be, so keep that in mind, all right? I have no clue how much suede actually costs for things. Those things are way too expensive for my taste, and on top of that, those suede mats sound like no desk pad. So I guess if you don't want the desk pad sound, then sure, get them. But I mean, if you're gonna get a desk pad and want the desk pad sound, then what's the point? I just don't like those desk pads at all. Those are kind of a skip for me. They feel really good. They're very premium feeling. But I stopped using the one that I was sent because it just sounded like no desk pad. And I think that defeats the point. So I also have some like real leather desk pads. They're a little bit nicer. My issue with those is they tend to like fade in certain areas where I move my wrist a lot. So, oh yeah. Ooh. I'm excited to see what this is going to sound. So in case you guys wanted to see the bottom again, tons of fingerprints, but this is the Grand Machina one. Grand Machina one. Look at this thing. Absolutely crazy. It's heavy as fuck for this thing. And this is a stainless top as well. Oh, dude, this already sounds so good. You know, maybe the PP plate is like the cheat code here. MX Blacks for this. This sounds really good. I like the PP plate on this. The PEI plate is my second favorite out of all the plates we've tried for this particular version. But I think the PP plate's lovely. That does sound really good. Is there a stainless steel plate? I don't think I have a stainless steel plate. All right, I like it. It's sounding real good. Oop. Meant to switch the views. I want to hear this as an EC build. Mono is no, yeah. EC, I don't have any parts for this for EC, unfortunately. All right, I think if I had to buy this board right now, this would be my second choice. First choice is PP plate. These are 60 grams. Do you feel like the spacebar on the C9 is slightly lower than on regular keyboards? When you say lower, do you mean like sound-wise or just physically lower? I feel like it's normal. When you press it? No, I feel like it's pretty normal. I wouldn't say there's anything too crazy. Okay. Here's what I want to happen for streaming and content this week, guys. I might do 2 streams on Sunday because I also have been thinking I really want to build my Cloudnine. Not Cloudnine. Little HJ action. Finally, I know. So I need to prep switches for that. I don't know what I want to do, but should I join Micklin? I don't know. If you have the money to do so, I think Micklin's an amazing set. So yes, my answer to that is like, actually, it's a great set. So for sure, I'd say grab it. If you're like, hey, I have to sacrifice something this month that's more important, then don't fucking do it. It's just a keycap set. You know what I mean? I use long springs, 22 mil. I feel like sometimes my spacebar being a bit thin on top out. Yeah, so here, let me just quickly show you guys what I mean when I loop switches and stuff. Let me just quickly show you guys this. I'm gonna grab an MX Black. Okay, this is a fresh MX Black over here. Here's what I think you guys need to do. If you guys feel like your top out's thin or just want a louder linear switch that's full travel. Okay, this, and let's grab this. And let's grab a brush with some lube. So this is how I typically lube my MX Blacks. I'm pretty sure I've shared this once. So here's the switch, right? And do you guys see, sorry, my hand's gonna be quite shaky here. Do you guys see right above the rail? So what I like to do is I just take a little bit of lube and I avoid putting lube there. And I'll actually put lube just like this. And if you guys can see, it's a very thin coat. And on top of that, I completely miss the section above it. Like I purposely leave that dry. You can kind of see it doesn't reflect. But that's just pretty much what I do. So it's easy because like, it's just, you kind of lube like the lower half. Here's a better example. See how there's like, it's only going up, 4/5 of the switch? That's how I do my MX2As. Oh yeah, and then I do the front and the legs. And then the back as well. But the sides are the most important. And then also, don't lube this at all. Don't touch this. So then I'll grab a random, here, let's grab a random spring. I have extras. One thing I hate about these boxes, they're so annoying to open. Here we go. So we'll grab a random spring. What I like to do for the springs, it's pretty standard fare for me. I do one on the bottom here. And then I do a few brushes on the center with whatever's left on the lube. I then put it into the switch. So just put the lube side down and then put a bit more on top. Again, I don't want to see any of the lubricant here. And then I'll just grab a film, which I'm not going to do right now. And then do this, put this on, and literally close it up. And that is basically like how I do most of my switches. I will say with more modern springs, like, dude, I've even done batches where I swear to God, I've just never lubed any of the springs for my personal stuff. And I would say most of the time you can barely tell. But this is, it's like the good in-between where you get the benefits of having the lubricant without spoiling the sound signature of the switch. But it's important, and again, to stress, actually, we can use this as like a, well, actually, maybe not. Basically, avoid putting the lubricant on the top of the stem. Just avoid doing that. Okay? This doesn't have a slider on the side, but imagine this is the slider over here. Don't put it on top. Prof. Alex, just avoid doing that, dude. All right? All it needs to be is on the other walls, and avoid putting it there for MX2As. I also do that sometimes with other switches, like the granite switches. I don't do that either. So, just whips out a jumbo switch. Hey, I need to demo it, bro. I need to demo this to you guys. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? Just pulled up the blicky. What's up, Tim? That switch had a 26mm spring in it? Absolutely. How do you store switches? I have a bunch of these. Well, this doesn't have switches in it. It's either I have these kind of cases. These I got from like a whole bunch of different vendors. I feel like every vendor has like their own variation of this that all seem to be like the same one. Or I have these. These things I put switches into. These I got from Amazon a long time ago. I've stopped buying these since. And I mainly use these since these are a little bit easier to stack. I have always lubed my cherry switches, but it's up to you at the end of the day. Like, I am a firm, like, yes, lube them kind of guy. So, has anyone put a Venom PCB in their Cloudnine yet? I have a spare Venom PCB somewhere, but I haven't done it. Can you even, you can do that. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, that is basically the process that I do for lubing MX2As. Every switch is a little different. You kind of have to find what you like. So, I use these films. This is pretty much the only films that I use nowadays. I bought shit tons of them just so I always have them. From what I understand, they're done in the same factory as deskies. That's what I've been told. Like, it's literally the same OEM. One has a Desky thing on them. One has Duroc. The Duroc ones are like $6 or $7. The Desky ones are like $11. And for me, it makes no sense to buy the expensive one when they're made in the same place. I've looked at them closely too. Do I have a set of Desky ones? Maybe not. I think I only have black Desky ones. I looked at them closely, and honestly, they look like the same cutouts. Like, near identical. So, this is basically what I use. And I have no problems with these. I've interchanged them. Like, I've done Deskies and I've done these, and honestly, they're the fucking same thing. So, ironically, I'm currently knocking some water out of my MX2As that just took a trip through the ultrasonic cleaner. Gonna be lubing them once dry? Did you get the stock ones that were like super lubed? If so, that's crazy. Okay, guys, so I am going to be streaming again tomorrow. We'll leave the counter thing up because today was only a short stream. It's only like, what, an hour? Tomorrow, Friday, and then Sunday. And Sunday's probably going to be a double stream. And then next week, if you guys are curious, next week's very busy. But if you guys want to know the next week stream, we have a Wind X round 2 on Monday. The Layla on Tuesday, a DN Works 02 on Wednesday, the Syrian TKL on Thursday. Why did I put all these builds in 1 week? An Orbit round 2 on Friday, and maybe a Bauer on next Sunday, but that might not happen. So we have quite the full week next week. Why did I put everything in 1 week? Why did I do that? That's fucked. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Very busy? Well, no, every other week's fine. It's just that 1 week. Strange. Yeah, I don't know what happened. You coming to CAMK in 2 weeks, big dog? Yes. And I have giveaways for you guys there too. It'll be fun. It'll be real fun. Cloudnine might be, like my personal Cloudnine, might be this weekend. If not this weekend, I'll work it into someday during the stream, but I need to prep switches, which I actually might do today. So, all right, though, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, oh yeah, compare Botanical and Olive. Let me do that for you quick. But I appreciate you guys just being here. Very kind of you guys. Oh, here it is. No goodbyes? We want him here? Come on, guys. Hi, Dictator. How you doing? Oh, this is very different from Olive. So, have you considered doing a 24 stream with keyboard and gaming? I could do one of those in the future. Maybe we'll do one of those for Christmas or something. Oh, these are very different. I don't think I've ever put these side by side. That is quite the difference. Yeah, very, very different. That gives me the answer. No problem, KC. Love you, buddy. I love the Botanical more, to be frank. I just think Olive has like a nice warmer tone overall. Botanical's very cool. But yeah, I prefer the warmer tone. Why are we early today? The weather was pretty windy. And last time we had super windy weather and all that, like my internet was like really on the fritz and I just didn't feel like dealing with that again. If I'm being honest. Like I really felt like it was just not a good vibe. So I have Desert Botanicals somewhere. I don't know where I put it though. Alright guys. Like I said, quick stream today, just a quick rebuild since people have been asking me for the Cloudnine. Oh yeah, Toby, did I not give you my email? I'll do that right now. Thank you for your stream. Anytime, everybody, anytime. Let me just write down my email to Toby right now. Missed the whole stream, I'll watch it the VOD later. Email this email if you could, Toby. Oops. It's just alex@alexotos.com. Your telephone number? Have fun on Arc Raiders? Tim, do you have it yet? Thanks for the stream. Did you get my Twitch message by any chance? When did you send a Twitch message? Oh, Oh, yeah. I did get that. Yes. You're all good, bro. You're all good. The stream convinced me to spend the rest of my... there it is. And it said it. All right, guys. Enjoy. Love you guys. Oh wait, Roar has a question. Key 65 versus Smoke. If I had to pick one right now, bro, I low-key like the look of the Smoke a lot. I think overall, though, my choice would probably be the Key 65. The more I think about it and look at both of those boards, I think the Key is definitely more up my alley. But I think there's reasons why you'd want to get the Smoke versus the Key 65 anyways. All right, guys. Enjoy. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm just going to end stream. I'm not going to raid anyone, but love you. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Maybe even tonight. Who knows? Maybe we'll go live doing something tonight. See you guys later, and bye-bye.